just hopped on a Zoom call with Ross, and for those who don't know who Ross is, he's one of our long-term clients. How long have we been training you now? It must be over a year now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we've hit that
yeah,
year mark.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so we've literally just hopped on a call, and we're just literally going to backtrack. Having received a recent transformation picture from Ross, we're just going to backtrack and share his story from how he's felt, and yeah, just how his journey's progressed over a period of time. So,
because I think Ross's story, just quickly, Ross's story will probably resonate with a lot of people. I think Ross's background, his journey, his ups and downs, his barriers, I certainly think will help a lot of people out there. So, yeah, first of all, Ross, can you just let us know where you was at the beginning of your sort of body transformation period, what you was doing? Yeah, just sort of set the scene, because like I say, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people in exactly the same position as you were now.
Yeah, I mean, you can see by the photo you're probably going to put up in a minute that just severely overweight and sluggish. And it just, spiraled out of control, really, from stop playing football to buying a house that needed quite a lot of work doing, which I was doing evenings and weekends for 3 to 4 months. And then when we moved in, it wasn't long before we started a family and got into the routine of family life, and just got out of hand, really. And then, as I say, got on the scales one day and was 16 stone. Thought that's when I got to do something about it. And before I even done something about it, I was then 17 stone.
Yeah, I remember having that conversation with you, actually. And it wasn't even that long ago. I remember you saying that you hit that sort of 16 stone mark, and you said to yourself you wouldn't hit 17 stone, and then suddenly it just happened. So
yeah, before I'd even done anything about it and sort of gone from 16 to 15 and a half, I was 17 stone, and then thought, now I've got to get even more off.
Yeah.
Well, what's your, obviously, I know, obviously, over the last 3 to 6 months, for sure, but obviously you're self-employed, you've got a successful business, fitting bathrooms, so I'm guessing hours-wise, you've always worked long hours, and it's quite demanding running your business?
Yeah, I mean, we sort of just do what needs to be done, you know. I mean, yeah, we do Saturdays as well sometimes. We try not to always do Saturdays, but yeah, but during the week, yeah, we're out of the house. I mean, obviously we go to the gym in the mornings now, but usually we're always pretty local, but yeah, we try and get to work for 7:30, 8:15, and yeah, we're very rarely out there before about 4:30ish, you know.
Because I just think it's key, before we show Ross's after photo, or you may well have seen snippets of Ross's progress, but I think it's key to realise that Ross is no different to a lot of people out there. His background is no different, you know, from where he's come from. He juggles a family life. He's running his own business, as well as managing, you know, his own health, and whilst fulfilling other relationships, and, you know, and you know, whatever else is going on in Ross's life, and hobbies, etc. So I think it's key. I think often when we post up before and after photos, I think people presume that these are sort of full-time people that are just devoting themselves to their health and fitness, and they do nothing else other. So I think that's key. But so obviously you made some progress initially, which was absolutely awesome, through like what I'd class as like your first transformation. What was the big change for you then? So you went from obviously being inactive to active. What were the main changes for you?
Just getting moving, really.
Right.
Just doing some exercise. That helped straight away. And then cutting down the food and the beer and the lifestyle, really. Of at first, I sort of was being good Monday to Friday, and then relaxing of a weekend, and it was working, but that doesn't work for me now. Knowing a year down the line what does work for me, that is consistency, and I can be good Monday to Friday and bad of a weekend, and it's going to just fluctuate all the way through the year, a couple of pounds off, couple of pounds on. But to really get it, I had to make the sacrifice to put in weeks together, rather than just days.
In comparison to where you are now, how did you feel in your own body compared to how you feel now? Obviously, I know you're not one to be flaunting, you know, you're not one to get behind the camera normally, or again, Ross doesn't even like, it was a big thing even to Ross, you know, to be sending us progress pictures. So, but yeah,
Don't
how
offer
do you
that.
feel now, generally, like in yourself, in your body, compared to where was you first? You mentioned
Yeah,
you were pretty uncomfortable.
much better. I mean, if you would have said to me, as I say, I used to always be about 15 stone. I used to sometimes get down to sort of just under 15, then go up to sort of 15 and a half, but be about 15 stone. But I would never in a million years have said that I'll ever get to 17 stone. Never. I wouldn't have had it, but I did. And then, yeah, but when I was at that weight, just awful, really. But I knew I couldn't be that weight, and it was just the fact of being 16 to 17 stone, needed to get it off. But before I even thought about doing anything or actually doing it, I was 17 stone. But just like sitting on a chair like this, I just felt horrific, just weight everywhere, and just awful when you sit back and just awful.
What was your why? Because I'm aware you've got a big event this year, haven't you?
Yeah, getting married. Yeah.
So,
to be fair though, that was before. Yeah, that was before. That was before really the wedding was even booked. It was just I knew that you couldn't be 17 stone. You just can't. I'm
your
not.
Own personal standard told you. I'm more than this. Like,
I can't break the 6 foot barrier, so I can't. It's not as I can carry that sort of weight well. Just I know I couldn't be them figures anyway, but also knowing from seeing pictures of myself, not even when I looked in the mirror so much, but when I just used to look back at pictures and think, oh, you look terrible, like awful.
And what's your journey moving forwards? Because obviously we can see your after photo where you're looking phenomenal, and in regard to your body transformation, I would put it up there with the biggest body transformations I've ever seen. Not just on Transformates level, but it is immense. What is your journey going? What is your sort of ambition, or how are you looking going forwards?
I think I said to one of you earlier that obviously going back, it's probably 6 months ago. As I say, if you would have said to me, "Oh, at your wedding, you'll be 14 stone," I would have probably have bit your hand off, bit your hand off, and said, "Yeah, we'll take that now." But as I say, I got on the scales yesterday, and I'm 13 and a half. So I don't really know, because I would never have said I could get to that. So just keep going, really. And
but obviously, more importantly as well, I'm getting. You feel good at 13 and a half, right? Though I don't want people to feel that you're potentially talking about scale weight and your energy.
I haven't had to cut anything out where I'm starving myself or I'm not doing things. As I say, the thing I used to do, so I'd have something to do. So I'd have like a friend's birthday, or we'd be out for an event or something like that. Or as I say, and then I'd obviously get up the next day and then think, oh, I'll go to the cafe, or I'll end up having a takeaway that night as well. And then sort of a 1 day or 1 meal out thing turns into 2 or 3 days of eating rubbish, or just carries on.
That's really
I've sort of got that in. That's the only thing I've sort of sacrificed to, just not do it for the sake of it. If I have got if we're going out for dinner or we've got something to do, like a social event, do it, enjoy it, but then the next day get back on it. I'd say that's it.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to highlight personally is that so obviously you would have seen these transformation pictures popping up, and the one prior to your most recent one was the one where I personally, having coached you, see your biggest mental shift in regards to consistency, and just in regards to your training, everything. It seems like you almost enjoyed the process as such.
I don't, as I say, I see you in the gym, don't I? We go 3 times a week, and I always go off my own back a little bit as well. But that's just my own choice. I'm enjoying it. I like doing what we do. I like going for my own runs as well. So I don't really find that difficult. And as I say, I haven't had to cut anything out where it's been a sacrifice. You know, the meal plan and the calories you've had me on and things, and I'm never hungry.
I think if anything, I'd like to highlight when you first come to us. I actually noticed you were probably, in my opinion, in truth, your calories were too low. So Ross was on around 1,800 calories when he first come to us, in which I said it was working for him. The weight was coming off, but it just simply wasn't sustainable. So initially, that was the first thing I had done, was brought his calories up. His expenditure was high. He was getting to the gym 3 to 4 times per week, and the weight continued to come down. And energy levels, I always said that is a short-term fix. Anyone who wants to fad diet or reduce their calories that low, that is a short-term fix, and it's not going to be sustainable. You're going to crash. It's going to lead to a binge. It's going to lead to low energy levels. So,
but also just quickly, because just to conclude before we lose light here as well, is that I can vouch for Ross's performance has excelled massively, whether this be aerobic performance or whether this be through strength, power. And again, I think a lot of that comes down to Matt's manipulations and working with Ross on his calories. Because again, under eating, you'll actually find that your energy output will be so much higher when you're consuming more calories. You still end up in a very healthy deficit anyway. But just quickly before it gets too late, if you had any advice, Ross, to somebody out there in your shoes a year, 18 months ago, they're sitting here watching this, what would you honestly say?
Get it done now. Don't
take action.
Wait and let it spiral and spiral and spiral. Just get it done.
Cool. No, perfect. No, thanks for your time, Ross. And like I say, it's been
mate.
Tremendous to be on your journey with you. And we look forward to showing you more progress pictures, or at the very least, some images where we can either show Ross has progressed, if that's his personal goal, or at the very least, he sustains where he is, which of course, that's what we're all about here at Transformate. So, yeah, well done, Ross. Been a pleasure.
Take care, mate.
Say thanks to you two as well for your help along the way.
No drama at all, mate. Thank you again.